Turing did bring a lot to the plate. It really did, with these Turing streaming multiprocessor, offer much higher performance than the prior generation to speed up 2D, 3D graphics and video workloads. It made, floating point and integer processing completely concurrent and did it faster than the prior gen. It moved across the board to higher performance GDDR6 memory because keeping the GPU, busy is what really the memory is all about. And up to the ante with the display engine for 4K, 5K, 6K, and 8K displays. The happy news is, Turing is still around. And it's been moved into a very exciting new range of products that are actually in the entry portion of the product line. These weren't announced at GTC, but they were announced on the 26th, so only 3 days ago. And we already have these products up on our website, so you can go and explore pny.com and learn more about them. But let's start covering them, starting with the T1000, which is the most powerful low-profile card NVIDIA has yet been able to build. Again, this shows specs, not all of them, but the key ones, to Gen -1, Gen -2. You see dramatic improvements in CUDA core count. You see dramatic improvements in FP32. You see much higher memory bandwidth, 2x that of the prior generation card, 8K display capability, 50-watt power envelope. So you're getting a lot more performance overall with only a 3-watt increase in power consumption. If you look at it for professional workflows and the computer-aided design, about 53% faster than Pascal, 2.7-fold Kepler performance. In the DCC M&E space, up to 57% faster than Pascal, 2.6 times faster than Kepler, with popular applications. And again, I avoid NASCAR marketing. I don't like to put a ton of logos on a slide. So I just put some popular ones, but you'll see comparable improvements with many other DCC and CAD applications as well. If you look at spec ViewPerf again, dramatic performance improvements over Gen -1, Gen -2. So board upgrade opportunities, or system midlife kickers, or getting these integrated into your new systems as a configure to order option as quickly as possible would be in your best interest. If again I look at the relevant subset of spec ViewPerf for CAD and DCC, dramatic improvements in T1000 over either the P1000 or the Gen -2 K1200 product. And that leads us to the T600, which again offers really outstanding 2 or 3D performance in a small form factor solution. And again, similar chart where you're seeing improvements in CUDA core counts, dramatic improvements in FP32. We've gone to GDDR6 across the board. So again, twice the memory bandwidth, 8K at 60 Hertz. 30 bits per pixel for HDR. The prior gen product simply couldn't go there. Same power consumption, and essentially the same form factor. It's a little bit longer card, but the fact of the matter is, from a mechanical, fit for purpose point of view, this can act as a drop-in replacement for you. Again, for professional workflows, 63% faster than Pascal, twice the performance of Kepler, up to 77% faster than Pascal for digital content creation, up to 3.4 times faster than Kepler, specifically with Maya. But again, similar improvements across other applications will be found as well. If I show relative performance, Gen -1, Gen -2, I actually had to nobody's going to do energy exploration on this card, so I kind of had to chop that. It was 20-fold performance improvement due to the memory subsystem having 2x the bandwidth. But you see across other areas that are more germane, like SolidWorks or SNX or 3ds Max or Maya. Again, dramatic improvements in performance. Here, again, I'm focusing on subsets for CAD and DCC. And again, the difference isn't subtle. If I set the Gen -2 board to 1, I'm almost 3 times the performance for CAD, almost 3.5 times the performance for DCC. Anchoring the line for Turing is the T400. And this really is a cost-effective solution that best integrated graphics in every way, shape, or form possible. T4000, again, Gen -1, Gen -2. You see significant improvements in FP32 performance. GPU memory stays at 2 gigs, but has been taken up to GDDR6, so you see twice, more than twofold memory bandwidth performance improvements. One thing about this card is it is still 3 mini DisplayPort connectors on the back. It actually can drive 4 displays using DisplayPort multi-stream technology. So if someone wants to use this card to drive 4 displays, they can certainly do so. One thing I'd like to point out about the T1000, T600, and T400 is these are great if you have nVidia NVS in your installed base portfolio. Going back and offering these cards gives you, comparable power envelopes, but significantly better performance features, higher display resolution, advantages like nVidia Mosaic technology, and the latest nVidia RTX Desktop Manager implementation. All in form factors that will drop into systems capable of accepting PCI Express Gen 3, which is what all these cards utilize. They did not take these to PCIe Gen 4. Again, if we look at pro workflows, CAD, 87% faster than Pascal, up to 4 times the performance of Kepler. Digital content creation M&E can be up to 90% faster than Pascal, up to 3.9 times faster than Kepler. Again, it'll vary a little bit from application to application, but the difference isn't subtle and offers you a real opening to go and offer upgrades or new system configurations for our workstation builder community. Relative performance up to 5.6 times faster, depending on benchmark, than the Gen -2 products. This could be important in medical. This card can be widely used as kind of a sidecar display driver for diagnostic imaging systems, but you see it for DCC and CAD applications as well. Again, focusing in on a subset, normalizing the K420 to 1.0, you see nearly about 2.85 times the performance advantage in CAD, and almost 3.5 times the digital content creation M&E performance. Like the RTX products, the Pascal architecture products, the P1000 V2, P620 V2, P400 V2, all continue to remain available. We'll manage the life cycles. We'll keep you informed of what's going on with these products as they enter into maturity. So you have the ability to offer the best of both worlds. Products you've sold, spec that your customers have qualified and want to continue purchase. These cards will continue to be available for you. That said, we were literally almost on our last slide. Of course, I do like to talk about professional versus consumer products. Any of the NVIDIA RTX or Quadro T-Series products, designed, built, tested by NVIDIA, consumer graphics counterparts, not the case. Enterprise drivers, long life driver branch support available on the Pro products, not available on consumer. A long lifecycle GPU program to support your projects. We can do it with the Pro products, can't do it with consumer. Custom SKUs, bulk product availability, pre-sale support qualification, consistent warranty policies. All of this is offered with NVIDIA RTX and the new Turing architecture entry-level GPUs. It's something we can't offer the same way for the consumer products. So it really is a case of your customers getting what they're paying for. And we encourage you to keep this front of mind because customers are constantly asking, why should I be buying professional graphics over consumer graphics? And this slide gives you the ammunition you need to reply to those objections.